So good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to start by congratulating Gedidia and the team of the Institute, where the agency founded this institute many years ago, and there are many partners that contributed to that. There is Dennis here and others. We had this dream to have this practical research center which will consider the major challenges that the government, Israeli government, deals with. And these days, exactly, we were asked to develop this muscle. We have a work plan, we identify challenges, we make recommendations, but at every given moment, we are prepared to listen to different opinions from different people, and it's all part of reality. So, congratulations. And actually, I want to congratulate you, Tamir, for joining us, and we are very proud of this institute, and we are glad to learn and get inspired. So I want to say something about the Jewish Agency now. The main question here, which is about the encounter between interests and moral consideration, has been with us for a long time as a global organization, and there we have this ideological basis, and we're not ashamed of it. We want a strong Jewish future, and future for Jews around the world and in Israel is very important to us. So this is something that we consider on a daily basis. Last crisis in the past 10 days in Ukraine and around Ukraine and Russia and the whole area, it intensifies this question. It intensifies this issue. So I'm not going to go into detail, but I'll just give you some examples. So, first of all, the question of whether a person is a Jew or not. We are national institutions. We are in charge for connecting different Jews from different places in the world. We are in charge of communities, Jewish community resilience. So do we help only Jews? Maybe we have a role as Jews who believe in values to help the entire human race at any given time. And here the question is, the answer is quite simple. And this is how we found ourselves along 5 different borders, meeting thousands of refugees and help as much as we can to make and help to connect them to other connections and to provide them with to give them some support. And later on, I would say we give them, we connect them to other organizations. And then this is something that we currently do. If someone is a Jew but doesn't want to make Aliyah to Israel, do I help him? Don't I help him? And I want to tell you that reality actually gave us an opportunity to do to help refugees in general and not only Jewish refugees. The other topic is implications, especially when it comes to Russia. So when we speak about Jews, Jews are entitled to the law of return. There were 200,000 Jews who were entitled to the law of return in Ukraine, and a double number in Russia. What do we want to do? What position do we want to work according to? We need to remember the implications. We need to remember that our decisions might endanger the Jews in Russia, and we need to think about considerations all the time. We manage the League of Nations out of Russia, and so there is the what happened in Crimea as well. It's under Russian regime now, but actually the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is manages with the Ukraine. So I'm actually giving you some titles here, but it means that we have to make so many decisions, so many sensitive decisions. Reality in Russia today is very complex in the sense of enforcement of organizations funded by foreign organizations, enforcing the type of activity. How do we provide support to hundreds of thousands of Jews in informal education framework and other places, but at the same time we want to avoid endangering ourselves because there are international sanctions. You don't know what it did to the world of aviation. There are many, many issues, and when sanctions are imposed, it affects our ability to act, and constantly need to check how it implements us, how it affects us, and we need to be on constant to have constant communications. And last topic, one more issue which is related to donations and oligarch and this reality. But in this case, of course, we actually meet all the criteria and follow all international and national decisions. So, in the long term, the question is whether, in such a reality, you want to encourage all those who can rescue themselves. Do you encourage them to leave their dreams behind because they plan to remain there in this community, or maybe we are committed to helping them rebuild Ukraine. So this is something we are currently thinking about. Do we help them rebuilding Ukraine? So this is a bit a different crisis here that we're facing. So more than 24,000 Jews from Ukraine and Belarus, Russia already came to Israel. But we know that many of them came, they actually left there. Some of them will want to go back and see what is left. And the way we treat them here, the way we support them here, is also has to do with broader considerations and additional interests of the State of Israel. So this is a whole microcosmos. It doesn't reflect everything. But this is just an example of the need to find a very delicate balance and how it translates into everyday decisions that affect human beings. So I'd like to apologize that I cannot stay for later, although this conference seems fascinating. And if you have a recording, I'll be happy to hear it. And I wish you a fruitful conference. Thank you very much.